Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, wherever you're watching this from or whenever you're watching this from. My name is Ivan Bekeren, hosting today's podcast, Beyond the Roundtable. Today we're with two special guests, two software developers, alumni of iLead and of Rana Coding Academy. Now, I would like to introduce them to you, but let us have the honor of hearing them tell us about themselves.
Hello everyone, my name is Thierry, alumni from Rana Coding Academy and also iLead program, and I'm a passionate software developer. Thank you for having me.
Hello, my names are Ishimia Angela Lori. I'm an alumni from Rana Coding Academy and
Okay, and I'm so glad to have the both of you here now. Maybe to connect a bit more to the audience, can you tell us something unique about yourself, something you would like to share so that maybe we get to know you a bit more, you know?
Okay, as I told you earlier, I'm an alumni from Rana Coding Academy and also iLead program. I was also a coordinator of a lead program in my high school. As my friend also said, I'm a software developer working at African New Life Ministries. I think that's enough.
Is there anything fun we can ask them? Let me turn to him. What was the first weird thing that happened to you when you were in iLead?
Standing in front of the people.
That felt weird to you?
It was very tough for me. So talking to a lot of audience. Yeah.
What about you?
something unique. I would say I'm a person who really likes keeping life positive, being positive in life and happy. Yeah, being cheerful, like a little butterfly. Yeah.
So what was something that felt weird to you? Same question as the one I asked him.
Well, it was iLead. We started iLead at school when we were still kind of new, like it was in S4.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was made the facilitator of my roundtable, and that was so weird because it was like people that I didn't really socialize with. I wasn't really comfortable with them. And then starting to be like telling them, okay, guys, let's open our books, let's read, let's talk. It was really weird because sometimes I was like, it wasn't like my cup of tea. I wasn't really...
used to it?
Yeah,
maybe?
used to it.
Okay,
yeah, I wasn't used to it. Yeah.
Okay, and so for today's topic, which I don't think I told you, it is called or titled From My Lead to the Workplace. So I want to ask you, starting from you, what was your first time applying something from my lead like in the workplace?
Okay, in the workplace, actually because of iLead, like there's this amazing foundation that it gives you. It really, for me personally, it changed like my perspective or the way I approach different things. Yeah, for example, like in my workplace, it was at first when you're going there, you're like the first time you're an intern, and then as an intern, you really do your best to try to please everyone, showing everybody that you are a nice you are a person who's really hardworking, you really do your tasks well, and then you really try your best so that people see potential in you. Yeah, so it was hard at first, and then I was like, I really wish to just let everything go and maybe chill at home.
You want to?
yeah, like sometimes it's so hard that you feel like, let me just leave everything, and then you feel like you really want to go and just be watching movies at home, and then you remember that, nah, this is where I need to be resilient. I really need to work hard because, so I really had to make the choice. I was like, I don't really have to always be in my comfort zone. So maybe this is the time where I have to stop being like a kid in mind or childish and then be like, girl, go and work hard so that even though people, like when you're new in a work environment, like you don't really know the way things are. And then sometimes me personally, I was afraid to ask my fellows, like, how does things work? What should I do? And stuff like that. But then I was like, I need to be resilient. I need to, I need to learn from others and then heed their advice. Yeah, and sometimes when you're new, most of the times you make mistakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then when you make a mistake, it's like the world is over. You're like, oh my goodness, I'm going to die. And you think like there's no going back, but then they teach you and then you have to learn. You have to take the criticism well. Yeah, not everything is negative. Yeah. And then you also try your best to be positive and then be happy and also like work hard. And yeah, at the end of the day, you get used to it, and then be like, it was fine. Like I was just getting to know the workplace, and then later on, things are amazing.
Yeah, was it hard for you to maybe directly go into the workplace after high school? Maybe some people just want to first take time and sit at home, you know? Was it hard for you to do that? And what made you decide to do that?
No, it wasn't hard because at school, it's a must. It's a must for you to find an internship. It's like it's part of the curriculum.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't
like
know.
it's a TVET. So like you have to do an internship so that you can be able to get your diploma.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a thing. So that part of that was the motivation. And then I also was like, my peers, most of the people that we studied together, most of them were finding jobs. And then I was like, oh, no, I'm not.
I also need a job.
Yeah, I'm not going to be the only one left behind. Yeah, and then like when you're starting, like as a software developer, like you have to really showcase yourself, show your projects, be like, hey guys, I'm not doing all of this. Give me a job, yeah. And then like as I started like searching for jobs, and then like would work like at 3 places, so that
3 places at the same time.
yeah, but sometimes it's remote. It's remote, like they give you a task, and then you really have to like work quickly on it so that you can give deliverables. And yeah, like you do your best so that you find somewhere where they will give you like tangible resources. Where they,
Something.
yeah, something which you're like, okay, that is fit for me. Yeah, so like, and because you're new in the marketplace, like you really don't know.
Yeah.
There's not that much of guidance sometimes, and then you just go and work and be like. And then sometimes when you feel like you're being exploited, or you feel like maybe this one is not the right one for me, you can move on to the next one.
Now, let me come back to you, Thierry.
Yes.
Do you think that, as you said, you come to the workplace, you're new, there are certain things, not even certain, a lot of things that you don't know. Do you think that iLead provides a certain guidance or amount of preparation to anybody who wants to be into the workplace? I mean, that's all of us. We all need money at some point.
Yeah.
And we don't have to be idle, you know?
Yeah, thank you. I would like to say that 100%, because as you come in the elite program, you see those lessons, communications, time management. It's a normal thing for this outside the school. So going to the job, working together, collaborating together, seems as if you were the same in the roundtables.
Oh.
Yeah, 100%. So it's not like for me on my taking an example on me, I got opportunity from also a lead program, which I thank you the program for that opportunity. Yeah, for my first opportunity, I got it from the iLead program, building the system for iLead program also on national level.
Yeah.
So it was very easy for me. Yeah, applying those reasons, if it's communication, if it's reaching on the site on time. So it was very normal. There was nothing stressing at all.
Okay, so let me ask you.
Yeah.
Do you think the leadership you learned in iLead or in school becomes different when you enter into the workplace? Or does it have some similarity? Basically, compare the two. How comparable are they? The leadership that you learn in school and the workplace. Is it very different or is it vastly similar? Or does it depend to the place that you're going to?
Yeah, it really depends. Like we developers, we used to work in teams. Like you may be having a team of 5 to 7 people. Some are front-ends, back-ends, UX. So you have to have someone who is leading the team. It seems as if you are in the same roundtables. Like take a look on the roundtables. You have one facilitator. So the one who is going to how can I say it, to make sure that you are going to collaborate so as to have a deliverables is the same as the team leader. The facilitator is the same as the team leader. So it's very easy if you have passed through roundtables and managed to work together. The same as working like a team also in the jobs. Like,
Lizette, do you think it was similar for you?
Well, yeah, for sure. Like iLead really gives you know, the more you spend time reading those books and going into roundtables, like over time it builds something in you. Sometimes you don't see it coming, but actually it builds like character.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like out of the blue, like you feel like from the lessons, like for example, you sit down and then with your peers start discussing like about teachability and stuff like that. And then the next day, after a few days, you start seeing like when somebody gives you criticism or when somebody teaches you something, like you welcome their way of thinking well and stuff like that. So I would say like the time like we spent in the iLead lessons and stuff like that, it actually built something in me that I felt motivated. Yeah, and then in the workplace, yeah, it wasn't really easy. Sometimes, like different workplaces that I have been, sometimes like the environments were different. Sometimes they're like really old people, and then you're the young one, and then you're like, oh my goodness.
Is it awkward?
Yeah, it's so awkward, and you're like,
Aye.
ooh, and then it really feels weird. But and then when they start telling you how things they work, sometimes you can perceive it in a bad way, and then you think like they're criticizing you, but then you remember, teachability.
Yeah.
I need to learn this. And then also sometimes you really feel like you want to give up.
Oh.
Yeah, but then you're like, no, you gotta be resilient. Yeah. And then also like in other workplaces, there's teamwork, and like in a nutshell, the lessons that I learned from iLead, they did build my character, so that wherever I go, sometimes you always see like the positive, the good thing in a situation. Otherwise, instead of always being like negative or being like, I want to give up and stuff like that.
Now, Thierry, let me ask you.
Yeah.
This is a 2-in-1 question.
Yeah.
What is something from iLead you thought would show up in the workplace that you like thought about it and you say, I'm going to be, say, patient. I'm going to be very patient. And when you got to work, you found that it was not needed. But instead, it was something else, maybe another lesson from iLead that you thought wouldn't matter as much. But when you got to the place, you were like, oh, I should have paid attention to this part.
Yeah, okay. I would like to say, okay, let me come back to the reason of commitment. We software developers or people in IT, we used to write some codes. So if you're not committed at 100%, you may feel giving up. So sometimes if you face some bugs or errors on the production, and there's a boss who's saying, give me some stuff, okay. And then you face some errors, some bugs, the production is down. You feel that I'm going to give up, I'm going to quit my job. But as you think, okay, there's a quote in a iLead program in that reason of commitment that the victory is for those who started the race, not who finished the run. So I feel like, okay, I'm going to try harder and harder.
So the victory is for
who started the race, like people are running. Those who started the race, not who finished the run. So I feel like, okay, I have started this thing, I'm going to push harder. And you spend a lot of nights, you feel that commitment. You spend a lot of nights trying to fix your stuffs, and at the end of the day, you find that you have solved it. So that commitment you learn from a program actually seems as the reason that is pushing me or that's helping me in my daily life.
So you think it should have been the one you paid like a lot of attention to?
Yeah.
A lot of attention
Yeah.
to. Is
Actually,
there any one lesson that you look at today and you're like, I spent an awfully lot of time on that one?
Yeah.
And I mean, yes, it's useful, but I should have focused on others.
Actually, as we look on those books, or how the lessons are structured, they are fulfilling each other. So I don't think that there's a reason that is okay.
Less important.
That
Less
is less
important.
important. Yeah, all of them, they are structured well.
Oh, well, there you have it. You should read the whole of the 3 books. Anyway, coming back to you, I want to ask you the same question. What is the one thing you thought wasn't going to come up as much in daily life, but when you got to the workplace, you were like, oh, well, I should have done that more?
Well, I'd say one of them is forgiveness.
Ooh.
Yeah, so like me personally, I don't really have I wouldn't say that I really that I have like many people who have like committed really grave mistakes for me so that they can be asking for forgiveness. It's like, it's only casual things that aren't so deep and stuff like that. Yeah, but in the workplace, you gotta. Sometimes you make mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then you've gotta know how to ask for forgiveness.
No.
Yeah, and then maybe ask somebody like, "I'm sorry. Maybe I should have been more responsible. Should have done better." But also sometimes you can receive criticism, and then you start looking at that person as if it's your enemy. Like, you always tell me that I do things bad, and that is, I don't like you anymore. But actually, they're helping you grow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is it.
Okay.
Quick question. Are you used to ask for forgiveness for those who you're working for?
Sorry?
Like you said, you're working on TV1.
Uh-huh.
Are you used to work for forgiveness to the readers, to the like Kenisi or?
No, I actually also want to know.
No, actually, like that, there's this place that I did an internship at.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then I was so lost in the environment.
Ooh.
Yeah, the environment felt so new. And then I was really afraid of my CTO. Oh my goodness, I was really afraid. Like, he seemed like a really serious person, like always requesting things on time and stuff like that. Yeah. So I would do my work, and then he wouldn't really appreciate it. Yeah, and then like he really wanted to make it was design, and design people really have different views. Yeah, so I can say that the things that I was doing and the things that he wanted, they didn't really align well.
Okay.
And then he'd always tell me to make some slight modifications, and then there would also become a communication problem. I would be like, oh my goodness, what did I do wrong? And then he wouldn't really explain well. He'd just be like, you see this, try to change it, but how do I change it? And stuff like that. And that's really, it will really piss me off. Yeah, but at the end of the day, I was like, oh, my bad. It's me who did the mistake. I'm going to correct myself. And then that really, really taught me that I really need to pave my way and fight. Like, it really brought self-growth, because like I started changing and then viewing things like from a different perspective, doing more research and stuff like that. But also I was like, of course your CTO doesn't really know what you're going through, or doesn't know that maybe he used some harsh words or stuff like that. But at the end of the day, you can't always be seeing someone as your enemy when they are simply trying to make you grow in your career and trying to make you be more hardworking. So I was like, I forgive you. Because there's this quote in the books that says, forgiveness, it is actually letting go of a prisoner and then realizing the prisoner was you. Because him, on his end, he never realized. He would come every day and just do his work and go home. But me, I was like, I would see him and just remember.
And feel angry.
And become angry.
Do you think it affected the way you would work?
Yeah, because I was always afraid.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I'm going to show him my progress, and then it's going to be like, it's not nice enough.
Not gonna be enough.
Yeah, but as time went by, actually, the final product that I had was really amazing. Means I'd see it and I was like, so you are so right to always tell me to change. Yeah.
Now, Thierry, let me ask you. Now, let me take both of you back in high school. What is one character or attribute do you think from S4? Do you think iLead pushed you to let go, to leave behind, and you think it made you a better person?
Okay. Let me come to. Okay, as I told you, I was a coordinator for almost 3 years. So if I say leadership, okay, even though it's leadership also, I lead. Okay, if I say leadership, so coming from, okay, I myself, I'm from Nyagatare district, rural areas, very far away. So standing in front of 120 students who are brilliant enough, coming from excellent school, was very difficult for me. Okay. I first thought that, what am I going to tell these people? How am I going to get these people who are from excellent schools, who are brilliant enough, who are rich, who are coming from this Kigali? So what am I going to tell them? So leadership, actually, it was very difficult to stand in front of them, giving them some speech or guiding them.
So that's self-confidence.
Yeah, so, okay, in the context of leadership, so it was very difficult for me, but at the end of the 3 years, or in high school, after completing high school, I was very at a good level of, okay, to stand in front of people, to have something to say, even though there was, so it was very good for me to have that experience, or to have learned that lesson of leadership, or as you said, self-confidence.
Oh, is
Yeah.
there a moment
Yeah,
where you were maybe in the sixth graduating and you looked back
yeah.
at the young Thierry who was in S4 and be like, I am so glad you worked hard so that I become who I am today?
Yeah.
And what is that one thing you would thank the small you for holding on to the point where he made you who you are today?
Okay. Okay. Coming back also to the read program. Okay. Lori knows that we won at the national level. National level iLead program in our school. We won on the national level. The rest, it was in 2025 or 2024. So we got a chance to be the first in the country. So I was the overall coordinator.
Ooh.
So therefore,
Round of applause.
therefore, looking back when I was in senior 4, I was a total afraid. I was afraid, and the self-confidence you said was at low level. Therefore, when I was in senior 6, I said that, okay, a lot of people used to say that it's, how do you call it, introvert, extrovert? Okay.
Yeah, introverts.
I was introvert, let me say like that, talking less. But at the end of S6, I was very
Yes, social.
stubborn.
Extroverted, let's say.
Extrovert, yeah.
you
Yeah.
talk to everyone.
Then I would like to say that I'm thankful. Oh, I would like to thank the program for giving that opportunity, and I myself to have developed that character of that confidence and that leadership skills.
Okay, so Lizette, let me ask you. Do you think where you work from in your workplace or in your everyday life, everybody has a different community they attend, different communities. Do you think there is a visible difference between somebody who took the iLead program and somebody who didn't?
Yeah, like for real, there's a real difference. Like, as I was saying before, the more you read iLead books, the more they push you to go in round tables, to talk to others, to share different views, because like everybody has to talk, and then like on a certain topic, people different, like the people in the round table, they always, all of them, they have to express their own POVs, and that actually like it enlightens you. Yeah, it really builds up some values and principles in your life. For example, let me see a lesson like choice. So naturally, I'm an indecisive person.
Really?
Yeah. Sometimes it's really hard for me to make a decision or any choice. So like after reading all of that, like even some, like it gives you like a platform for you to be able to discuss with others, because like naturally if you're at school, there's some topics that you really don't talk about. Like you're not going to talk about resilience, about being teachable. There's some topics that you really don't get to talk about with other people, because maybe you feel like you're invading their private life and stuff like that. So going to the round table, like those topics, like about principles in life, about values and stuff like that, like there was the possibility to talk about them. And then from there, from all of those discussions, at a given time, you can learn 1 or 2, 3 things, or even a lot of things from other people, which will change you and build your character. So I firmly believe that there's a difference between somebody who took some iLead lessons and the one who didn't take them. Because, for example, somebody who took iLead lessons, that person will be resilient. That person will face challenges, but be like, no, I need to work on this.
Yes.
That person was given the opportunity to be able to go in front of people, like Thierry, my friend here, and talk to a huge audience. Meanwhile, the person who didn't take them, maybe didn't get the opportunity, he'll be going in front of people and then start getting afraid, being stressed out, anxiety and stuff like that. Yeah, getting stage fright. So there's a really huge difference.
Now, I want to ask you now, this is a personal level. What is one experience that you had, be it as far as 5 or 6, that you look to today and you're glad you had it, even if at the time you thought it was maybe a useless I was about to say experiment. Imagine experience.
From iLead.
It can be in your personal life or.
Could they go first?
You can go first. Yeah.
Let me tell you. Actually, the first time they came to our school to introduce a lead program, a lot of students were not okay. We are not comfortable. Okay, we are not comfortable.
I'm not investing.
We are yeah.
They
We
were
are
not.
not interesting. Yeah. So having to find the coordinator, it seems that ntabwo bari babihaye agaciro. I'm sorry for saying that. Bari babihaye
It's
agaciro.
okay.
Yeah. So for I myself, I was chosen to be the coordinator. It was very. Oh, it was not at the moment. It was somehow not interesting. Or it was not somehow good. But looking at the end of the 3 years, it was a great honor to be or to have participated or to have been a coordinator of a reading program.
Yes.
As seeing the impact it has given our school. So it was an honor. So that thing make me feel like, oh wow.
So you're glad you stepped up.
Yeah, I'm glad.
What about you?
And so like an experience that I didn't think that it will become important to my life, and then
at even the moment you felt like I don't want to go through this, but in the end today you're glad you went through it.
Yeah. So I'll keep on emphasizing on the roundtables. Those things are amazing because depending with the people that you are sitting with, like we had to communicate, and then like we start even telling stories, and then like talking about your life, saying like things and this, like about your private life, or even just you'll socialize and then start talking. So at first when iLead came at school, I was like, okay, so we're just going to go there, read the book, and then when the chapter ends, we close the book, we go in our studies, and everybody goes in their own place. But actually, it was really interesting because like you'd get to know other people, and then like it really made friends. Yeah, because at school it's not like you can talk with everyone. It's not like I'm going to go and then be friends with each and every person. But those roundtables, they would like create a certain bond between people, and then you'd be like, yeah, this person maybe we don't really meet in elsewhere at school, but when it's time for iLead, we can connect, and then we can say stories, and then we can be friends and stuff like that. So I was really grateful because via those roundtables, I was able to connect with other people and also be friends with some people that I didn't know that we would get to talk unless we studied together or they became my seatmates. Yeah.
Okay, so now I think by now it's not the first time I'm hearing about this experience where they bring a program into school, not just iLead, any program, and the students don't seem interested if it doesn't have a lot of fun in it, you know. And I think that's a prominent problem in our country with the youth. I'm just saying our country because, well, I don't know people abroad. I don't know, you know. Please, we have to get over with this. What is one thing you would say to these people? When a program comes along, you know, you get what I mean? Yeah. So a program has come along, they do not want to be involved, mostly because, well, allow me to use this term, aura. It's losing aura.
That is so true.
Especially when it's academics.
Yeah.
What is one advice you would give to every single person, not just somebody starting the iLead program, just any other program? What would you tell them?
So like for a certain person who doesn't want to go in a certain program at like their school or in any other environment just because they think that they will be losing aura or anything like that, trust me, you never know until you try something. Yeah, for real. Like even me at school, I was like, they're just coming here so that we spend our time, but okay, let's just go and see what it is. But then like we will play some amazing games. And then, like, even when I go out here at, like, some family gatherings or even with my friends, you can still play those games. And then, most importantly, it creates memories. Yeah, and it creates really amazing memories. It creates friendships. And also, like, when you look back after finishing school, when you look back, it's not only the marks that count. You also look back and then be like, how was my life? How how was my life? Was my life enjoying when I was at school? Was it really worth it? Can I say that I have some school stories to talk about, because that's aura. Like when when you're discussing with your friends and then be like, let me tell you, I used to be in this program, and then we'll do dance, we'll do all of these fun activities. It actually looks as if you are even a cool person.
And you also have had some personal development on top of that.
Yeah, on top of that, I had some personal development. Like, I learned some values that I didn't know were needed. And from reading those books, like, there's some times where you arrive in a situation and then you're like, what am I going to do? And then, like, you, how can I say? Like, yeah, due to reading, because, like, the things you consume, the content that you consume, they actually kind of influence you. And then, like, my instinct was to do, like, the right thing, because due to the things that I was learning in iLead, because they really give all the things they teach are really amazing. It's like all for personal growth. Yeah, and then, like, I become a better person than I was yesterday, because, like, my instincts also have changed. And also sometimes you remember a quote when you're feeling down, and then it feels like a motivation. So not wanting to involve or to go in an activity because, like, you think it's not interesting, or even like oral loss, certainly due to youth, is really a bad thing. And in addition, it also gives you, like, honor, be like, I was part of this thing. It can also bring a lot of other opportunities if you're really engaged and committed to that thing.
Yes.
Can bring a lot of other opportunities. For example, coming here. I never knew I would do a podcast in my life.
Do you think it's fun?
It is.
Okay.
It's amazing. Yeah, so it really gives a lot of opportunities. It makes friends, makes memories, and also it helps you have personal growth in different situations.
Thierry, what about you?
Okay, a lot have been said by Loli, but what I'm going to come to the people in charge. So even though those programs are interesting, so the people in charge, like those coordinators, let me take an example on the program. You people in charge, you have to find something that is interesting, that is going to make those people be interested. Like, take an example in our school. We used to have a read program coming in the main hall, sitting, doing those round tables, and then after all, you go back to where you came from. So actually, we people from Rwanda Coding Academy, we used to be busy in the computer. Like, we don't spend a lot of time talking to each other. So we found out that we are going to have some things that are going to make people feel interested. Like having some pattern. We brought something that is having partners. But having a partner, like knowing each other, knowing that how was your day, how was the academics, how is academics going. So you people in charge, you have to be responsible for bringing those things that are interesting to those people in charge, to those people attending that program. So I think that's it to the people in charge.
You know, that leads me to my next question. But before we move on, I would also like to talk to our audience to just give everything a try. It's always worth it, because in that time, you either way, by the rules, you're going to have to sit down and attend that certain program, not forcefully iLead, be it sports, because I know people skip sports and all the other. Either way, you're going to have to be there. So if you're going to be there, be productive and do something useful, because trust me, you're going to thank yourself for doing it later in life. The people who started school and these programs are not just random people. These are people who studied, they did research, and they found that it was useful for you. And everything that they're doing, especially in this country, is so that you live a good life and that this country becomes better. Now, my next question is, Thierry, you had started to emphasize on it. So let me start with you. What is one thing you think us as the iLead program could do to make it better, or more even connect more to the students, bring it late better, so that people can develop even more than they're already developing their characters? You can also tell us in the comment section. We need your advice. Tell us.
Okay, for the iLead program.
Yes.
Okay. iLead program tries to do all their best, but one thing I can say is that they have to bring to their schools is to tell those people to go beyond, that. Like, we in our school, Rwanda Coding Academy, we used to say that these great values we are obtaining from this program, these lessons, let's apply it to another schools where a read program doesn't.
Yeah.
So we used to go to other schools, like our neighboring schools, to also tell them the goods of elite program.
Ooh.
So let these elite administrators go beyond, tell people to go beyond
Mm-hmm.
beyond the schools that aren't there. So you have to tell those, like, firstly, the first time I did program came into a school, I was very interested that why is this aid program coming to these great schools like Liviela, New Vision, Rwanda Coding Academy, where there is a lot of people who are disciplined enough. Why isn't it starting from those? We used to say 9 years. Yeah, why aren't it starting from these schools where there is a lot of students who aren't disciplined enough? So let it not be to these schools that are on good level. Let it go very far in all over the country, even though it may go in East Africa or elsewhere. So, how can I say that? Crash equitable. So go beyond.
Go you.
separate, yeah.
Maybe with alumni we can plan that.
Yeah.
What about you? Just something
Yeah,
simple.
I really support Thierry on what he just said. Yeah, like going even to other schools with which their view that which aren't really great. Yeah, and also I would add like going in those institutions that help like orphans or even places like that, because so that for the youth they really build that character. They really build amazing values and principles in their lives that are going to help them. Because if a small kid starts like learning things like that, it's going to affect the way they will grow. So they can even go in primary schools. I'm not sure if they have been there yet, but like start on the foundation of a kid's growth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, to finish all of this for you guys, what is one quote, just a simple quote, your favorite? It can be from the book or not from the book. It can be from yourself or from someone else that you would share with the audience as somebody who is in the workplace and who is glad they did what they did in high school. Look in the camera.
A favorite quote.
Look in the camera.
As I said it earlier, it's in the found on the reason of commitment. The victory deserves those who started the run, not who finished at the. Okay, the victory deserves those who started the race, not who finished the race. The run. Sorry.
The line.
Yeah, the victory deserves who crossed. Okay, yeah.
Line.
Yeah.
That's my favorite quote in the iLead program. So.
What about
Oh
you?
my goodness. First, help me to phrase it well. You know that famous saying, like for gold to be, it must be refined through fire.
For gold to be pure. Is it pure? Is that the word?
I guess. Is it?
Hold on, let me look it up. But it's something like that, because either way, gold has to go through refinery.
Yeah. Or maybe I can find another thing.
It says for gold to become gold, it must pass through the fire.
Yeah.
You can phrase it in your own manner, honestly, so long as they understand.
So a famous quote that I would like to share is, for gold to be gold, it must pass through a fire. Yeah, life isn't really easy, but if you really want to achieve something, you gotta work hard for it. Like for me, from my workplace experience, you've gotta really stay strong, and then like even if you fall down, you gotta get up, because life goes on. Yeah.
Okay, and I think that will be all for today. Thank you, our dear guest. It was an honor to host you guys. And thank you for attending. Thank you for looking at the video. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And give us any feedback that you have.